Hello, all you witches and witches out there. I'm Power Dragnix, and this is more of a must talk. I think a comment that I want to talk about for not just for me, but I think for other people too. So the topic is about competitive. Competitive is involving ranked between team-based game for mobiles like Heroes of Storm, Overwatch, League of Legends, to single player ones like StarCraft, Super Smash Bros, and such or fighting games. So it's very interesting. The competitive thing is very interesting because especially it could be team based or solo based, and it had both two different things involving. Because in one, if you play by yourself, you are the only main person to worry about. Like in maybe. Like to worry about a certain game like tennis, for example. Sometimes you play single tennis, not tag tennis or that, or double. Oh, unless you compare again, like more compared to when you go team based, it's like in Overwatch, each 6 people versus 6 people. Like in baseball, 12 people, I don't know, versus 12, something like that, team versus team. Simply put. So this is a little bit the topic I want to talk about. Is that so you continue being in its team-based game because you're just solo queue, for example. You're by yourself, you just getting cross the finger. You hope you can get a partner you can work with who can play the rules correctly or know how to play the game, or you rather just go to a single-player game that involves just like get to hone your skill, just playing a fighting game by yourself. Because of you don't trust teammates, you rather just be independent instead of being dependent anymore. Because for me, I'm getting closer and closer to that, no matter what. If it's just simple, just non-ranked match, quick play, understandable, but still to me that I still feel a little bit down about it because of just feels like I'm just especially playing a ranked, you feel like I'm just stressed out about every single time, no matter what it is. I play Overwatch ranked matches most of the time. Sometimes I get some teammates whining about this, whining that, or just non-stop about it. And I just land it also in League of Legends. I also have it in Heroes of the Storm. I have it in a few other competitive games I played. And I just feel, like, what's the point? I can't get a official team. I have to play with other team. I just forced to, team up with other people we don't trust anymore. Compared to a real team, they have their own 6 team. They always work together. They play every day. They train, and they know their strategy, and they always win. I feel like that's a case of group I want to be in, but. That's the case that's usually more likely not gonna happen because I've been looking for but it's a year for that, but that never happened. So, and I guarantee I'm not the only one here. Like, why do we have to play this game? Doesn't have a fair understanding of making a group team or something. I understand on the LFG part for Overwatch, make them group together, in a way best works together, but the problem is there could be a 6 stack who are trained for this, who know what they're doing, and I became biased at that point with a 6 stack. So if it's only LFG versus LFG, that's sort of fine, but the problem is again it's not 100% sure if you're gonna get the 6 people, or it could be all 6 people in a group, so the algorithm I guarantee will be mixed up. So maybe that won't work. So that's why I might always think about me going, maybe just stop doing ranked. Tired of it. I rather just do quick match, goof off, just play Bastion on Overwatch, just play KT on Heroes of the Storm, Vega on League, and all that stuff. Instead of just trying, no matter how many times I said it, I mean videos too, just keep up rank. I think I'm throwing my towel. I think I am. I've been trying every single time. I thought, good matches I had. Sometimes it was easy, sometimes it was, we pursed. but I feel like I accomplished it. But anytime I lose, it feel like I lost because of this teammate just didn't know what they're doing. Even it's not just that. It's just simply even just playing the new archive just came out, the Storm Rising. And so far I did use the LFG group up to the legendary, and every single time I had a tracer. I think I had like 6 tracers. I did all different ones. Immediately died in the first minute because I keep forgetting about this enforcer guy who has a shotgun who killed technically 3 of the 4 teammates of ours. Genji, Tracer, and Mercy. And Tracer keep going in front of it, even though I have the lowest HP and all. And it's like I can survive the burst on legendary. No, you cannot. And again, 6 Tracer, all of them dying in the first minute because they didn't know or something. So I got frustrated. I'd done it so many times, and we were getting closer and closer. And then sometimes we just lost the beginning because of, again, Tracer immediately dying, not realizing a mistake I happened over and over and over. And I just want to put my head down and put a bullet, because it's a lot simpler than just doing one single archive on legendary. It just frustrates me about it. I know it's not even ranked, but it's just simply the same similar thing, but it feels like it, but you have to work with your teammates. If you're by yourself, or again, only person to blame is yourself, and that's not for me. I know it gets frustrating, but yet, it's better that way. It really does. Make you feel more of a man, or something you can say, a person. You feel like you're growing compared to playing a team game. It's like I have to depend on my teammates. Like I don't really want to, because I know they're gonna make a mistake of this. It's been happening over and over. Why they keep doing this and doing that same mistake, and that's why we're losing, and they don't learn from it. So the way I can wait to see fix is I watched one YouTuber named BTS or Brain Control had a suggestion, for example, like have more avoid a teammate kind of thing. Or famous one will be the role preference. And Heroes of the Storm, I talk about it. It doesn't work. I'll tell you, it's really slightly pointless. Because the reason is because they can just switch roles immediately. So it's preferred, but what's the point? The algorithm, no matter what, is not gonna fix itself anyways. Because the problem is, it could be a Smurf who's playing a different role and I get mixed up. For example, Smurf could be, let's just say for a Smurf account, that account player was playing a Ryan main. While in reality, his real account playing like a Widow sniping main can kill the whole team. So he can immediately just swap up, and next thing you know, he can have a role preferred for his tank. Next thing he gets immediately swap to Widow, and there you go. Teams just keep dying, and no one do nothing about it because they didn't know how to counter Widow. Something like that. So that's a little bit the downside of it. And next thing you know, a teammate just gonna say, oh, I already just play tank. I already just go DPS, and next thing you know, we have 5 DPS and 1 Mercy. Something like that. So in a way, it works, but I just don't recommend it because Heroes of the Storm, I recommend it for playing tank or bruiser. At least half of them, or 10 games, half of the 10 games, I was playing a support. So what's the point? There's even other people saying, oh, I can flex. There's an indicator saying I can flex. What's the point of flexing if you can play DPS? I don't understand that. We almost had highest 2 of the games almost had no healers. I was like, and like those the last 2 people we can pick was flex. You could pick, one was DPS and one was bruiser, and the other 2 was flex or secondary, but yet they almost didn't want to. And I was like, why do you even have the role flex if you're not going to flex? I don't understand. And some of them don't even put it in, and some of them just leave it blank. So like, oh, perfect. I think it should be recommended, and after that it should lock to that character you can play to make sure. So you make sure you have at least one tank, 1 bruiser, 2 DPS, 1 support. It should be locked like Overwatch 222 comp. 2 tanks, 2 support, 2 DPS. Period. I understand it's less creativity, but yet you can keep adding more heroes, something to mix it up for it. That's should be how it is. If not, then it's gonna be some boring concept. Or you can have a custom team. You have your own 5-stack. I'll recommend it. If you're gonna do a custom 5-stack, you know who's the official team, then yeah, that's fine. But if it's a ladder match, I think it's to be enforced, because it's this way that we can guarantee a fair equal opportunity chance. Not just because the team is gonna go with 4 DPS and one support and 1 tank in Overwatch. That sounds like it sometimes works, of course, but it really depends. Or the enemy team just didn't pick a Widow. Next there's 3 DPS got picked by a Widow because they just peeked their corner, something like that. And I can't stand that. I guarantee you're not the only one as well. Like you especially support main, tank main, mercy main, Ryan main. You watch your DPS just fall apart if someone's playing Junkrat, and next Widow snipes the Junkrat because way ahead on Temper Anubis, for example, first choke, and the Widow just sniping there, picking off Junkrat immediately. Widow try to Widow contest, and our Widow get picked off every single time. So now Ryan had to just stand there and wait, or the whole rest of the team had to wait for the Widow to come back and just repeatedly just die again. And he asked him to switch to some kind of casual character, like maybe like Astro contest instead. Nope, still continue to play Widow. Like, no, I can get it. So him, it works. Like at that point, you just guarantee a loss, and you just put your head down again and put a bullet through your mouth, because there's no point. And if that's kind of continues to be ranked, then it's not really fun. It's just a game, or just again you rolling a dice, play a luck, and you just most likely you're against someone who have a 12, and you're more always gonna get snake eyes, and that's not fun. You at that point you'd rather just play quick play, and just because you can goof off all you want there, so it'll happen, goof off. In Heroes of the Storm, I can say the same thing, but the difference is I can't just quit. You get punished for quitting quick play in Heroes of the Storm, so you have to continue playing it. You can't quit, but the problem is you get penalized, and you have to pay with other leavers for for leaving. And I feel I like the punishment, but I think the punishment should be more harsher, a little bit more, for how often you do it, and still the first one as well. Unless it's officially DC could disconnect from because the router went down or something. But the problem is there's also a bit different between just pulling the plug or just shutting down your computer. So it's hard to tell on that. So, but still, and just if you do that happens, or well, it happens one game still, but just in the future that if it continues doing it, make it have 3 games instead of 1. Something like that. If it happens one too many times, then if he's finally cooled down, just don't do that anymore for a past month, then fine. You can put it back to like 1 day again. But if it continues to happen, then yeah, that should be a thing for another month. If it hits that 3 strike mark, it might go to 2 days in the first beginning until you have like 1 solid month without logging out or DCing, or at least maybe a week, something like that. Even in Overwatch, in ranked matches, someone leaves in the first, I think, 2 minutes, the game might get cancelled. That's good. But the problem is that you could have a good dominant winning, and next someone just quit. I understand they get punished for a good 10 minutes and lose a lot of SR, but still. Some people that won't care because they it's a Smurf account. So what's the point? They're like, okay. And they just move on to the next game. Or just waiting the 10 minutes and just go back to playing it again. Just pay the DPS and that's it. So it just feels a little bit sad. And for the other people who's playing it, who's playing their time playing it, trying to at least get the diamond at least. Or maybe gold. Or bronze or silver. It's just the same story over and over. I guarantee everyone had the exact same stories. Or very similar to it. Because our teammate couldn't do this, couldn't do that. So it's just what developer can figured out the simple solution I can think of is, again, enforcing a 2-2 might not be difficult, but that's one step in the right road I think we have to do until there's an official 6 team who know what they're doing. That's when I think it should be fair. So that's when I think it should be different between something. Maybe one thing would be, again, is a special role, SR for only play tank, DPS, and support. How well was your role in SR for that? You make a more difference that way, so everyone don't have to keep playing DPS to get SR better. Even though they don't play, they're like a Winston main and start playing soldier or something and don't know how to aim. You can't have that. So it's just something we need to be more worried about and figure out should I continue. Like a lot of other YouTubers, they could just stop because of obviously Overwatch. It's been more and more disappointment. The archive event, the best one of the year, supposed to be the one that would give us the most loyal, juicy lows to figure out what's going on about the plot on Overwatch. But the problem is pacing is so slow. Even the One Piece filler is a joke. So I just wish they finally learned that, hey, we need more. We need more stuff than just simple one character per maybe 3 months, 4 months. That's fine, but I feel like it's time to work on a little bit more or add something more. At least fix the new events. Make Lucio to like a Lucio not soccer, but maybe baseball, or make it tennis, Lucio tennis, volleyball. Like, come on, like more idea than just playing soccer, Lucio ball. We're sick of it. Junkertown or Frankenstein need to change too. They need to change that to make a new Halloween thing. We have more than enough heroes to make a new, different kind of event. Bring real zombies or something like that. Come on. Something more unique, or example like Talon zombies, like something like that. Come on, I don't think it should be that idea, but still, it should be something like that to happen because we are getting less and less interest in Overwatch because of this. You're getting near that EA disappointment part. They it's not really about the micro part, just the content, just lacking and lacking and lacking. Like no games are getting, especially in Blizzard one, not working. I'm getting more and more sad. At this point, that's so sad that I can get to the point of why am I playing here? Why am I playing this game? By Blizzard Entertainment, because its updates are very slow. So like almost once every 2 months, and the developers are working hard. I appreciate it for it, but it feels like they're just working less and less. And other games like Warframe, who's free to play, I feel like it's getting to the point of getting higher up than Destiny for a start. It's been a competition between those 2 games. But competition for Overwatch is right now, it's technically still Team Fortress 2. It's again free to play game. And I know Overwatch is now cheap to $20, but still, just saying that. But this video is about competitive. So technically, you could pay $20 play, multiplayer, just group up with friends and play it. But and some people want to do competitive, but if you feel like waste $20 if you do competitive, because you don't get the teammate you wanted, the one who know how to work together. So I don't know what else to think about it, how to fix it, but who knows? Maybe that one day we'll find a fix. That's something we've been waiting for, because one YouTuber, the Overwatch Central, claimed that soon we're going to have a new thing that we all want. Jeff Campbell said that the quote, he said that we all wanted it. Something exciting. We've been working for months. It's not a guild system, so what? A lot of people suspect it's the role queue, because again, Heroes of the Storm had a new role queue. But I already told you how worthless it is. It's slightly tiny, it helps, but to me it feels like it really kinda doesn't, because they just go to a different role. So I don't know what to do, but I just hope that's fixed soon, because other than that, For now, I think I will retire from doing ranked. I'm just not. I just do the 10 matches for just doing it, and that's it. 10 matches, and I move on to the next game or something else. Until my friend join playing that game or something. Even though I really don't have any. So, yeah. So I just want you in the comment section to tell me, do you still play competitive? Or do you play competitive in team or solo? And why do you prefer it better? And I don't know if you like saying, which, if you can switch to a different one. If you're playing solo, do you think you can go to a team-based game? And if you're team-based, can you rather just do solo? And I really want to know. Okay, this is some kind of topic that I think we need more addressed. That we can try to find and figure out that right area. Who can be, what's very useful and what's not useful to be in a team competitive match. But I can't talk about too much solo because the only thing you have to blame again is yourself, and nothing you can really do about it at that point. Just other than just practice compared to team based, you have to let the whole 5 other people in your group know what they're doing and knew all the practice you already done through. It's a really step of gamble. So. Yeah, I just wanted a little bit of a mini rant about it, competitive, because I just needed to get this off my chest and I needed a video for it, and hey, this is a perfect one I finally want to talk about. So, if you really think you can support it, my claim, then yeah, please hit the like button. If you want to just prove it me, I'm wrong, competitive is just fine, then if you have to, just like and give me a reason in the comments saying, hey, this is the reason why I stopped, this is the reason why competitors right now is very good, it's in a good state. More like it's not, but again, tell me in the comment section any way to fix it. And if you should go team solo or solo to team. Yeah, I just want to know your opinion. And I hope you enjoyed about this video, and I'll see you next time. See ya.